Hey there, BookTube, welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday, August 25th. It is the start of the Women in Translation Readathon, hosted by Matthew Shirapa and Kendra Winchester. And because August is Women in Translation Month, I've been reading books by women authors that have been translated to English pretty much all month, not exclusively, but I've read some. But I wanted to participate in the official readathon as well. So I've chosen a few books that I want to use to participate in the readathon. I'm going to be reading this week. So we're going to call this my Women in Translation TBR. I have 3 books here right now, and I'm hoping to add a 4th just to meet another one of the challenges. But right now, these are the books that I've identified, so I'm going to share them with you. I'm going to tell you the challenges that they meet and show you the books, of course. The first prompt is to read a book where the translator is credited on the cover, and this is not as usual as you might expect. In fact, most of the books that I have picked up that are translated works, they don't even mention on the cover that they're translated, less to credit the person who translated them into the language that you're going to be reading them in. But KYUNG-SOOK's Love in the New Millennium was translated from the Chinese, and it does say right here on the cover, translated from the Chinese by Annalise Finnegan-Wasmoen. I started reading this last week, and this is a collection of 11 stories that highlight a theme about love in the new millennium in China. And I'm probably going to start rereading this again just because I didn't get very far into the book, and I do want to get back to the beginning and kind of consume the book in its entirety in one sitting, or in one go. So this is the first book that I'm going to be reading to meet that first challenge, a book that is translated works from a woman author, translated by a female translator as well, and the translator and the author are both credited on the cover. Also a foreword by Eileen Miles that is mentioned right here. So even though this little tag takes up just this space on the cover, 3 women's names are mentioned right here. So kudos to Yale University Press and Marjolow's World Republic of Letters for providing this book that meets that requirement. Next prompt is to read a book in a non-traditional format, so an ebook or a play or poetry, and I don't have anything around right now that qualifies for that, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna look up another book that will meet that challenge specifically. But I have been wanting to reread the summer book by Tove Jansson, which is a novel that is told through interlinked vignettes. I read this one last year or the year before, and I've been wanting to reread it just because I feel like I didn't get everything that I wanted to get from this story. So right now I have this as my pick to meet the second prompt, but I'm also looking for something else that I might be able to read in an electronic format. So this is the summer book by Tove Jansson. It was translated from the Swedish by Thomas Thiel, and I'm hoping to reread this week as well. The third prompt is to read a book where the gap between the publication year and the translation year is 5 years or longer, and I have Greed by Elfriede Jelinek, first published in German in 2000 and first published in English by 2006. So Elfriede Jelinek's Greed was translated by Martin Chalmers. This is translated from German, and I'm hoping to read this to meet challenge number 3. Matthew also suggested a couple of bonus prompts, and that's to read specific books, in other words by JUMPHA LAHIRI and The Girl Who Wrote Loneliness by KYUNG-SOOK SHIN. I've already read The Girl Who Wrote Loneliness, and I don't have a copy of JUMPHA LAHIRI's book right now, and I'm not thinking that I'm going to be finding it and reading it this week, so I'm not going for those bonus prompts. So for right now, these 3 books are on my TBR with the potential to add a 4th, which is in an electronic format, which I'll let you know about because I'm going to be vlogging this week. So give me a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more, leave me a comment down below, let me know if you're also doing Women in Translation Readathon, and let me know where your video is so I can go check you out. So thanks for watching this one, and until next time, happy reading, bye.